First at 11, a family getting closure tonight after the man accused of killing their child is convicted. Back in 2013, 21-year-old Brandon Green was shot and killed at Mascara's Gentlemen's Club by 37-year-old Leonard Anderson.
A Jacksonville man now facing up to 45 years in prison for manslaughter in a shooting nearly 3 years ago.
We knew the killer wore a red Kangol hat, yet the club deleted the surveillance. Our office found a photographer who not only had photographs of other illegal activity going on in the club, but the guy with the red Kangol hat. We turned what we had over to the state attorney's office, and he was successfully prosecuted for the murder of Brandon Green.
September the 8th, 2013, that day changed my whole life. My son was taken from me.
This is the only satisfaction I got, to know he'll be a 70-year-old man coming out of prison.
As of today, I think justice was served.
Justice is spelled one way, it's defined a million different ways. You know, justice clearly starts with a conviction. This guy clearly did wrong.
He fired ultimately 10 shots, 9 of which pierced the vehicle.
Not only killed Jordan, but shot at 3 other boys.
We're able to finally give him rest and closure.
I wasn't sure how many cases he tried and how experienced he was. But he seemed to have a heart.
My grandfather and great-grandfather were lawyers and judges in Mississippi who went and drafted wills for people they said they shouldn't. They shouldn't go in these African-American houses and draft wills. When this happened, it put me closer to them and helped me understand my skin may be a different color, but we're all the human race, and we've got to do better.
Covering Columbia County, a Lake City man was found not guilty of any crime related to a traffic stop where he was violently attacked by a police dog. These are new pictures of that man, Martinez Bowman, in court today, represented by high-profile attorney John Phillips. Bowman is now filing a lawsuit against the Columbia County Sheriff's Office for that attack that he says led to multiple surgeries.
Bowman showing us the scars on his legs. Both Bowman and his attorney say they hope this verdict and this case that it will show the country fleeing and eluding law needs to be clarified.
Mr. John handled me very well, and I'm just so happy right now. I got my freedom, and it just feels good, you know?
In 2018, the Trump campaign sued the former staffer for violating an NDA after she released a behind-the-scenes book about working for the former president.
An arbitrator ruled the NDA invalid under New York law.
We did it, we did it, we did it, we did it, we did it!
I'll put myself up against a Yale or Harvard lawyer any day. I've got a little Alabama junkyard dog in me, but it was so clear of a violation that we figured we could win it. And, you know, it took 3 years, but we got it done.
Joe Exotic's songs, like I Saw a Tiger, got a lot of attention when the hit Netflix show Tiger King came out in 2020.
This is my first album, I Saw Tiger. There's 28 songs and 16 music videos.
Now Joe's attorneys are suing over his music. They filed this 550-plus page federal lawsuit last month against BMG and Vince Johnson, as well as other defendants.
A civil suit has been brought against a rap artist recruited by Kanye West and others for the wrongful death of 2 of his crew members. YNW Melly, whose real name is Jamel Demons, also faces murder charges in a criminal court case over the killings of Anthony Williams and Christopher Thomas Jr.
The whole thing keeps me up at night. These were all really good friends that wound up killing other good friends and covering it up, and it's disturbing.
A dentist accused of performing unnecessary and painful procedures on children and making himself millions of dollars doing it.
Parents claim Dr. Howard Schneider tortured their children, slapping and choking them while performing unnecessary, painful procedures.
Fitting in 60 to 70 kids, doing every possible service on teeth to maximize profit, because Medicaid pays per procedure per tooth.
He also represents dozens of Dr. Schneider's former patients. Most of them rely on Medicaid for health insurance.
You know, poor Brielle had literally all of her front teeth, I think 7 or 8, ripped out when they only said there was one with a problem.
The woman run over by a truck in Daytona Beach, Florida, has been awarded $2.6 million in damages. Erin Joint was on vacation with her family, and she was laying on the beach sunbathing when the lifeguard's truck rolled over her. This was back in 2011.
Joy's attorney says she was treated for a fractured skull, broken ribs, memory loss, and a collapsed lung, and has lingering paralysis on the left side of her face.
There's accountability issues, civil, traffic. If you and I had been in an incident like this, we certainly would have been charged.
Big story, a jury just awarded nearly $500 million to the family of Khalil McCoy in a wrongful death lawsuit. She was murdered just a few weeks after her high school graduation.
You know, and Jacksonville knows we've been on this mission since Khalil died, since Jordan Davis died, and we've got to find a way to handle gun violence. It happened again last night. If now people know that the criminal justice system's waiting for them and the civil justice system's waiting for them, maybe they'll call Crime Stoppers after a crime. Maybe they'll do something to be more responsible if they know justice is beyond full and fair in Jacksonville, Florida.
It's not about walking a mile in somebody's shoes. It's about getting into their skin. Atticus Finch. He spoke to Scout in this chair and in the book about equality. Scout, you'll learn to get along better with people if you crawl in their skin and walk around a bit.
My name is John Phillips. You'll know me best when I serve you.